This is Wretched Radio with Todd Friel.
2 words for your consideration. Ha! This is Wretched Radio. Okay, I couldn't find the email that I was looking for, but I did find this email, and this one is just as good and perhaps is just as encouraging to you. This was David Grantham, my buddy who goes out to university campuses to do open air. Quote, our crew gave away 200 copies of 13 Reasons Why You Should Not Commit Suicide yesterday at BLU. He's in Louisiana, so BLU would be Bible League University. No, that's not right. It would be Brotherly Love University. Somebody help me!
Something Louisville.
Don't we have a Google machine around here?
Yeah, oh, that's me.
Wow. Said we handed out 200 copies of 13 Reasons Why You Should Not Commit Suicide at Blue. Even the BLM hecklers took them after we explained what it is about. I kid you not, if you get copies of 13 Reasons Why You Should Not Commit Suicide and you give them to almost anybody, they will not be offended. This issue, it's not just simmering under the surface of our society, it is boiling. And even people who are not expressing it, they are dealing with it, and they are struggling with it, and they are trying to figure out a way to get through it. And the Bible offers a good way forward. And if you get copies of this booklet, 13 Reasons Why You Should Not Commit Suicide at wretched.org/13, you can give these away even to BLM hecklers. They will take them because, oh, you actually care about me? You care about my life? You think that maybe you've got some information that might be of benefit to me? I'll take that thing. And you can just hand it to somebody and say, hey, I don't know if you struggle with this or not, but maybe you know somebody who does. Wanted to give you this booklet. Do you know anybody who struggles with it? Do you struggle with it? How do you deal with these issues? And I'm telling you, you will be off to the evangelism races. It is not, I don't think that it's ever been easier, quite honestly, because this subject, even a school, a public school, allowed this onto the campus because it is something that can help their students. Because you know what they've got? Nothing. They've got journals. Was at Kennesaw State University. This was last year. And they had some tents set up because the student or the school health officials were there to help kids deal with suicide because it's rampant everywhere, even in the Bible Belt. And I asked the doctor, she was the psychologist, so what have you got for the kids? What do you do to help them? Journals. And so how do these journals work? Well, we feel that it's very helpful to write down your thoughts when you're struggling with them. And then what do these kids do with these thoughts? Do you try to somehow teach them better thoughts? Well, we just think it's very helpful for them to write down their thoughts. That's it. That's what you got. So I'm just going to take the pain that's inside of my brain and I'm going to just put it down in print. And that's somehow going to make the pain go away. That's somehow going to correct my thinking. It doesn't. They've got nothing for them. They can't offer hope. They can't offer any sort of purpose. You are flotsam floating on the surface of great big cosmic pond scum, and you just happen to make it. Congratulations. Your life means nothing. They got nothing. They teach them the very things that bring people down. They cause these kids to have their feet firmly planted in midair, just twirling and spinning and perplexed. Every single time I watch a segment of Road Trip, I get that distinct impression, which is more than a feeling. Even if you don't live in Boston, you see these kids just completely, I should be able to say that the Holocaust is bad, but something tells me I'm not supposed to, but I know that it isn't. Help me. And they are confused, and their worldview is a colossal mess of competing thoughts and contradictory ideas that are bleak and driven by death and a low value of human life. Is it any wonder so many kids are committing suicide? I'm telling you, just give them this book. It helps. What's blue, Mike?
The Google machine's broke right now. There's some in Pensacola, Florida. I'm not sure.
You're kidding me.
I can't find Blue University.
It's not Blue Uni. It's BLU.
I understand. That's what I typed in.
BLU.
BLU.
The Google machine is never busted.
Well, There's only one BLU university in Pensacola, Florida.
I'll be. So we don't really know where this was, but the reality is the kids seem to take them. All right. Business Law University of North Alabama. That's an option.
We can go with all the BLUs around the country.
You've got Brajalalal University in India. Maybe.
That's it.
Possibly.
David's a pilot. They could have flown there.
I tell you what, no matter what university it was at, it's needed.
The point is the kids will take them. That's the point. Lady Gaga, she's proven she's been an individual. She needs a copy of 13 Reasons Why You Should Not Commit Suicide. I used to self-harm, she said. I used to say, look, I cut myself. See, I'm hurt. Because I didn't think anyone could see because mental health, it's invisible. Okay, she did nothing to explain why she cut herself. And you might struggle with this, but this is a reality for many, many people. Their emotions have perhaps flatlined. They are so blue that they want to feel anything. And if that means cutting, that feels good because it feels. Now, you can't get that, likely, but this is a reality for many people. Or it is a way to self-punish. Isn't that interesting? I'm going to shed some blood for the bad things that I've done. Don't you just want to scream, that's already been done, already taken care of for you. You just need to rest in that. You don't need to feel shame anymore, which, by the way, is one of the 13 reasons why people commit suicide. They feel such shame and they don't know what to do with it. So they cut themselves thinking maybe this will pay for my crimes. Maybe this will wash away my dirty deeds. Maybe this is the thing that will somehow make me pure again. And that's been done by Jesus Christ. And we have an unprecedented opportunity to share that with people. Okay, you don't want to get 13 reasons why you shouldn't commit suicide? Okay. How's about this? Ask somebody, hey, do you ever struggle with like really dark thoughts? Maybe even like ending your life? Do you ever think about that stuff? You're going to be shocked. Ask people. Ask a young person. Have you ever thought about cutting yourself? You will be staggered. And here's the other thing that's going to shock you. This is something that I've observed. So this is formal and this is official because I've observed it. Young people today, they are more than happy to share their secrets. What's going on inside of them? Go ahead and ask one. And you will hear a lot come bilging out of them. Go ahead, ask a young person if they ever watch pornography. They'll tell you. An older generation would go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Getting too personal.
Hey, pal. What do you... Yeah, I watch pornography. Yeah, I've looked at it. Yeah, I watch it all the time. They just open up like nobody's business. Lady Gaga opening up about her cutting, stating, I didn't really understand why I should live other than to be there for my family. That was an actual real thought and feeling. Why should I stick around? Ouch. That hurts. She has no purpose. She's one of the most famous people on the planet, and she doesn't have actual purpose. I'd had no other reason to stick around. You know why? Because singing without understanding Ecclesiastes 12, it ain't nothing. Being the president is nothing without understanding Ecclesiastes 12, 13 and 14 particularly. That unless you are doing things for God, nothing has purpose. Lady Gaga proves this. Whatever it is that you do for a living, it is vanity, vanity, unless you are doing it for the Lord. When asked if she ever thought about suicide, she said, oh yeah, every day. And this is why, to me, it drives me bonkers when I go to these dopey youth group websites and I see these videos where pastors are whoop-de-doing with the kids. Hey, 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 who's feeling good? Did everybody have enough Cheetos? Everybody filled up on that pizza. That pepperoni was really good, wasn't it? Yeah, I love it. Oh, you probably like pineapple on your pizza. Boo! And there sits another Lady Gaga thinking about killing herself. And you've got Pastor Silly Pants. That's right, Pastor Silly Pants, because skinny jeans are silly pants. Amusing them, entertaining them, and not touching on these subjects. Youth pastor, get serious with your kids. Mom and dad, get serious with their kids. And if you can't because they won't, with you because it's you, find somebody who will. I'll tell you what, you talk to my kids, I'll talk to your kids. How's about that for a deal? That way maybe they'll open up a little bit, because they do tend to open up with others, except parents. It can be a little bit tricky, but dig and dig you must, because Lady Gaga is not alone. There are so many kids that are struggling with this issue, and they are looking desperately for help and for hope. And if they can't find it in youth group, how you want to see a youth group grow? How's about if you actually had conversations, biblical conversations about these issues that are causing depression and suicide? Do you think any of those kids might tell their friends?
Yeah.
You think that, hey, man, we have more fun than anything you can do at a frat party? That doesn't happen. But how's about we talk about things? It could be so helpful. It's so profound. It's so amazing. It's going to be so helpful for you. I'm finding myself having so much peace. You've got to come to this thing. Why don't you try that, youth pastor? And until tomorrow, go serve your king.
Hey,
Todd.
sweetie.
Take her around the block a few times?
Who's a good girl? You're not, because nobody does good. No, not one. Romans 5 says we're born in sin and iniquity, and our hearts are deceitful and wicked. You know that if you'd use the law which brings about the knowledge of sin.